So I had this idea to live stream over on Twitch and post on TikTok for 30 days straight, thinking it was going to be the easiest thing in the world. And to be honest, it was. But the biggest difference is a good streamer and just being a streamer that's able to click go live. It isn't even like I had a schedule to begin with, but going all in on the start of September was a big change for me because I used to stream sporadically and I decided to sit down and just take control for this month and see what could happen with it. At the time, whatever games I had downloaded, that's what I would be playing on stream, and honestly, streaming forced me to think on the fly. I started bouncing between games. Instead of just playing Call of Duty, I was playing Valorant, Apex Legends. Honestly, doing an editing stream helped me a lot because it made me realize what kind of content my viewers would want to watch. Now you have to keep in mind, streaming/content creation is not my full-time job. I have other responsibilities. I have another job. So going into this idea, I didn't prepare whatsoever with what I was going to have laid out for those 30 days. I do it in typical fashion like I always do. I just wing it and see what happens. Pretty much whenever I booted up a game to play, I clicked that go live button and see where the rest of the day would take me. My original plan was to go and do a stream highlights video and go through all 30 streams and just cut up highlights from each, but I didn't know Twitch deleted VODs after 2 weeks. So half my VODs are gone. Didn't know that. That's my mistake. Should have done some research, but guess what? Like I said, we wing it and see what happens. So I decided to sit down and make this kind of like documentary style video and kind of talk about like what my mindset was going through this challenge. Here's the thing. Live streaming is a fun thing to do, and even streaming to that small core audience is great and all, and being consistently chatting is great, but you also got to think about the possibility of burnout, which I had, honestly. Think about this. It isn't just burnout for the streamer. It could also be burnout for the chatter, because if you make yourself too available, they could come and go at any time because you're almost always going to be there. This is something that I'm trying to cut down on and make myself available at only certain times. So if people miss it, they don't catch me, or they'll have to wait to see the YouTube video. And the other thing about your core audience that you grew is there's a slight possibility that since you're always available, they might outgrow you and might not want to watch your content anymore because you're almost always there. If you don't know what burnout is, it's kind of like doing the same thing over and over and you still love it, but it just starts to feel like a burden. I'm not saying streaming feels like a burden, but think about how long I've been playing a certain video game franchise. Over that period of time, you just kind of outgrow it. And one thing I will say about streaming every single day, it kind of like locked me in this mental fortitude where I had to be live at every single given day, hour. But my stream times varied. I did a 10-hour stream, and then one of the days I did like a 45-minute stream, simply because I was drained. And I know it could vary, and people are very different. Some people that are just now getting into this might be able to stream 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. But for the people that want to grow and actually make different styles of content and post on YouTube and TikTok, I'm not saying you can't do that if you're streaming 8 hours a day, but what I'm telling you is it might just be more enjoyable to have those shorter streams or those longer streams cut down into shorter streams so you could post more on your other social medias. You might feel a fire ignite when you get that large host or raid, bit, donation, follow, sub, anything like that. But at the same time, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, it's gonna feel repetitive. Streaming kind of forces you to think on the fly. If you're like XQC, where you have nothing but time on your hands and you want to go live and people just want to hang out, the thing he does is he doesn't just play games. He does everything. The second he wakes up, he clicks go live, and the second he goes to bed, he clicks end. If you're an up-and-coming streamer and you're trying to grow and get yourself out there, I'm saying to cut down the stream times, because if you're going to be live consistently, that doesn't always mean you're going to get donations. You're honestly just throwing time away if you're just streaming for a super long period of time, but some people just don't think like that. They think, hey, if I'm live, people are going to be able to check me out. Now, I'm not saying cut down your times and go hire a full team like Ludwig. He's already been established, so he can do that. But for someone that's going to start off, it's easier to just have everything run by yourself, which that's what I'm doing right now. Once you start to hit that growth pattern, it's a great feeling, but you aren't sustainable just yet. So you thinking that you're going to go live and automatically get 100 plus viewers, it's not going to happen. When it comes to streaming, I don't go into it like, man, I can't wait to get that big viewer rate, because 99% of the time, it's not going to happen. I like to think of it as when I'm streaming, I'm in my own bubble and I just want to do my own thing. From this 30 for 30 day experience, which obviously I'm making the videos, so I completed it. If you don't believe me, here are the videos, here are the stats for the proof, obviously. I mean, one of the days I had to stream in the car because I was filming hockey one of the prior nights, and so I went live for 21 minutes before midnight struck after the game. So the thing I'm going to take away from this is I'm actually excited to make a streaming schedule now and like an upload schedule so people know where and when to catch me live and where to catch me posting. Plus, this gives me more of an opportunity to make YouTube videos, short form content like TikToks, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. And if I wasn't streaming, I could still have these recording sessions with friends, which a lot of people kind of enjoy watching videos. They can't make it out to the streams. Just as if I wasn't live, or if I am live. Appreciate you guys popping. Have a great rest of your night. If you want to make your dreams a reality, go for it. I'll see you next time. Adios. Fuck you, YouTube. Okay, Piplup. She's going for the throat. Adios.